Most people think a strong mind is something you're born with, some kind of natural superpower reserved for the lucky, the gifted, or the unbreakable. But psychology reveals something far more hopeful. Mental strength is built, shaped, developed slowly through quiet habits, private battles, and small internal choices that most people never see. Here's the surprising part. A lot of people have no idea they're mentally stronger than they think. Not because they're loud, not because they dominate a room, but because their strength shows up in subtle psychological traits, the kind that reveal resilience, depth, and emotional intelligence. Today, you'll discover 7 science-backed signs that show you have a strong mind, even if you don't always feel strong. And the last sign might surprise you. If even 2 or 3 of these sound like you, you're already ahead of most people. Let's begin. One of the clearest indicators of mental strength is emotional regulation. The ability to remain steady even when the world around you feels chaotic. A strong mind doesn't mean you never feel anger or frustration. It means you can maintain control despite those emotions. Neuroscience studies show that emotionally strong people have more activity in the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for impulse control and thoughtful decision-making. In everyday life, this looks like you pause before reacting. You don't take everything personally. You think before you respond. You stay composed even when others escalate. Have you ever been in a heated moment, at work, at home, in public, and noticed everyone else losing their cool while you stayed calm? That's not detachment, that's mastery. People naturally trust those who stay grounded when things get intense. Your calmness isn't weakness, it's emotional power. Most people need constant noise, texts, messages, company, distractions. They fear silence because silence forces them to hear their own thoughts. But a strong mind is comfortable in solitude. Psychologists call this self-sufficiency of the mind. When you have this trait, you enjoy your own company. Silence feels peaceful instead of empty. You don't need validation or attention to feel okay. You can spend hours alone without feeling lonely. This is one of the rarest psychological strengths. People who fear being alone often depend on others to manage their emotions. But strong-minded individuals know how to create inner peace without external noise. If solitude feels like a reset instead of a punishment, your mind is stronger than you realize. A mentally strong person isn't driven by impressing the world. You care more about understanding yourself than being liked by everyone else. And that's rare. Signs of this include you make decisions based on values, not trends. You don't change yourself to fit in. Criticism doesn't shatter your confidence. You stay true to who you are, even when it's inconvenient. Psychologists found that people with strong minds have a stable self-concept, meaning their identity doesn't bend every time someone misunderstands them. You don't chase approval, you don't need applause, because you're already grounded in who you are. And that's a strength most people never develop. This is one of the strongest signs of mental maturity. Walking away doesn't mean giving up. It means you know the difference between persistence and self-destruction. Strong minds can let go of toxic relationships, one-sided friendships, draining environments, habits that no longer serve them, people who refuse to respect boundaries. Most people stay in situations that hurt them simply because they're afraid of change. But mentally strong individuals understand that peace is more valuable than forced connections. If you can walk away without guilt, if you can choose your well-being over someone else's chaos, you have a strength many people never experience. Society often confuses emotional expression with weakness, but strong minds don't hide emotions. They understand them. This looks like allowing yourself to cry when you need to, admitting when you're hurt, acknowledging fear instead of pretending it doesn't exist, recognizing sadness instead of distracting yourself from it. Avoiding emotions creates internal chaos, but processing emotions creates clarity. A famous psychology statistic suggests that around 70% of emotional stress comes from suppressed feelings, not expressed ones. If you can sit with your emotions without judgment, if you can feel deeply without being controlled by those feelings, that is emotional intelligence at its highest level. And it takes real strength to be that honest with yourself. Every strong mind has a story of loss, failure, disappointment, betrayal, heartbreak. But instead of turning bitter, mentally strong people turn wiser. Psychologists call this post-traumatic growth, the ability to transform pain into strength. Signs of this include, you became more empathetic after being hurt. You became more disciplined after failing. You set better boundaries after being betrayed. You developed self-respect after being disrespected. Pain didn't defeat you, it shaped you. Your wounds became wisdom. Your setbacks became structure. Your hardships became a quiet kind of power. Strong minds aren't built in comfort, they're built in the fire. This is one of the most underrated signs of maturity and inner strength. Weak minds argue to be right. Strong minds value peace over ego. You know an argument isn't worth your energy when the other person isn't trying to understand. The conversation keeps going in circles. You're only arguing to win, not to solve anything. The topic doesn't matter in the big picture. Psychology shows that mentally strong people prioritize clarity over control. They understand that walking away from an unnecessary conflict is often more powerful than winning it. When you stop reacting to every provocation, when you stop wasting energy trying to convince people who don't listen, you gain massive control over your mind and your life. Flexibility is strength. Rigid minds snap. Strong minds adapt. If you can, adjust when life surprises you. Start again when things collapse. Stay open to new ideas. Change direction when needed. Then your strength is deeper than you realize. Real strength isn't about being unbreakable. It's about being able to rebuild yourself every time life tests you. A strong mind doesn't always look bold or loud. Sometimes it looks like quiet resilience, calm acceptance, deep self-awareness, and the courage to keep going even when life gets heavy. If even a few of these signs describe you, then you're not just mentally strong. You're growing, evolving, and becoming someone truly powerful. For more psychology and neuroscience content that strengthens your mind from the inside out, make sure to subscribe to Mind Gym. Your mind is a muscle, and here we train it.